So I've decided to try going zero waste. And I won't be actual zero waste. It'll be more like reduced waste. Sorry, reduced waste. Realistically, I can't do much at first. I can probably only do a little. Really, at first, I just have to be more mindful of what I'm doing, how much waste I'm producing, and really, it's not so much for the environment. It's more for saving money. It may help the environment a little bit, but I'm a conspiracy theorist. I believe the Illuminati exists. Um, so I don't think so much it will help with climate change. I just personally don't. However, what I do believe is it might help with the landfill a little bit, help with landfill space, um, possibly help with a little bit of runoff from that. It might end up helping a little bit with litter around the town, litter on the street, stuff like that. So I don't know if my part will really do that much. I'm hoping I can encourage others to work on reducing their waste too. Um, don't know how much impact I'll have, but I'll try a little bit. Probably the first thing I need to do is work on the caffeine in the morning, because what I'm doing in the morning is have a little soda. So what that will need to be done is start drinking less soda, because I'll get in a plastic bottle, which can be recycled, but that's still wasting away because plastic's not always recycled. The thing is, with plastic, it can only be recycled once. Once it has recycled material in it, it can't be recycled again. And because recycled plastic only has a little bit of its structural integrity left, I think it's only 10%, like a material that has any recycled plastic in it, that is plastic, can only have 10% plastic. Um, Unless you're making something big like a bench or something where it could be really thick. Like if you have a water bottle that's made with recycled plastic, you'll notice it's really flimsy. But other containers that have recycled plastic, only 10% of that can actually be recycled plastic, because it's just so weak that it won't be able to hold its shape. So I have to give that up. Probably invest in an actual milk container. In the meantime, start getting off the soda in the morning and cut down the coffee down from 2 cups to 1 cup. So I actually had less caffeine this morning. I'm working on cutting it down, so I'm doing good. But yeah, so work on caffeine, work on the soda in the morning. Once I'm able to give up soda in the right way in the morning, stop having soda on break, because I often have a soda or something on break. So work on giving that up in exchange for water in bottle I already have, or in a milk container, like aluminum. Because if it's an aluminum, it probably won't have the microplastics that dissolve and whatnot. It'll be better for you. So I have to invest in one of those. So after the no soda in the morning, work for a no soda break and start working so that I don't have soda very often. So that's probably the next step. Um, After that, start working on giving up what was it make up? Partially hydrogenated corn oil and soybean oil, stuff like that. The partially hydrogenated oils, so that's going to cut out a lot of prepackaged foods. So because that's cutting out prepackaged foods, all those packages I'm consuming are going to be cut out of my purchases. So right away, that's gonna go. All that waste is gonna go once I finally get rid of them. Now, realistically, I'm still gonna buy a few at first, but I'm gonna have to cook a lot at home, and I'm probably gonna eat out once in a while. So that's probably realistic. But this isn't to be completely zero waste. This is about, well, losing at least some of the waste. It's gonna be partial. It's gonna be reduced waste. But these are step-by-step process. Again, it's not going to be a complete deadline where I've learned deadlines don't work. It's about being mindful, figuring out, okay, I'm ready to go to this next step. I'm ready to go to this next step. So, I can't be cold turkey, and I can't be like, oh, great, I'm going to just, give up right away and say, like, okay, I don't need this now. It's like I can't say I can't regress a little. Um, because like this week, first 2 days, I was having way too much caffeine, and then I finished the week strong. Like today, I got started off this week with having 2 cups of coffee and an energy drink, and then I was having 2 cups of coffee and Kickstart, which has extra caffeine in it, and then today I had 2 cups of coffee and a regular Mountain Dew. So what I'm hoping to do is, and then like Tuesday night, I usually have energy drink, a bunch of soda to keep me awake during Dungeons & Dragons. I had 1 soda to keep me awake. Well, I had some left over from Taco Bell, but I had 1 soda. So I have some energy drinks and stuff. So that's a big improvement. So right now my caffeine's going down. So it's more like start the day, start low, and then kind of like cut back during the day. For so much I have, and that will cause me to have fewer plastic containers of soda, which in turn will cut down on the waste, and giving up the partially hydrogenated oil will save me money, and that's the main thing, because I was worried about saving money, so I like to cook my food instead of buying prepackaged food, which will save me a lot of money, be better for nutrition. So will cut down waste. It'll limit a lot of going out to eat, which will in turn, cut down on straws. It'll cut down on cups and lids. It'll cut down on the wrappers. Doing these things. But realistically, I can't give it all up at once, and I can't say I can't do this amount of time. I can't do that. It just doesn't work for me, and I can't be like, this week I'm only gonna have this much. This week I'm gonna have this much. I need to allow me to have a little bit left over, a little bit of wiggle room, where if I mess up a little bit, I can go back. But I can't have a real strict plan. I just can't. Maybe I wasn't mentally prepared before. Maybe I get more and more mentally prepared over time. But anyway, that's just my plan to go zero waste or reduced waste. And, really it's more to work on saving money and reducing landfill space. And, I mean, honestly, it would save more space for the city and not build another landfill, maybe eventually, or at least put it off longer. And a lot of times landfills are around impoverished areas, so areas that are impoverished possibly may benefit somewhat from the having slightly cleaner air near them. Maybe. At least if you cut out the food material, that kind of stuff, you will have less methane from the landfill. So even if there is bad air in the city, you won't be getting bad air from the dump, or at least you'll have less, because the food scraps are not going to the dump. You'll have them properly composted, so they won't be producing the methane. So, that's a big benefit. So it will help impoverished areas maybe a little bit. And then there's recycling you can do. I live downtown, so the farmers market's nearby. I can pay $15 a week or a month or something. I think it's a week, $15 a week, for someone to come pick up any food scraps I have. Or I think I can do it. I can just take my food scraps to the farmers market, to these people that food scrap them, and I can do it for free that way. But anyway, that's kind of the plan to go zero waste. Honestly, it might take me a long time. I don't know how long it'll take me. Probably months to really make any difference. But yeah, this is just a tentative plan of how I'm going to do this. Anyway, thank you for watching, and wish me luck on reducing my waste.